The Instagram shadow ban. What is it? How do you avoid it? And if you're already in it, can you get out of it? What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. If you don't know who I am, my name's Anthony. I do Instagram. I have a 1 million follower network, and I have an agency where we run and grow Instagram clients' accounts. So with that said, I want to keep this video very straight to the point for you guys because I feel like this is like a really misleading topic and everybody thinks the shadow ban is a really big deal, and it's really not that big of a deal. So this video is gonna be short, straight to the point, no confusion. So let's get right into it. So what is the Instagram shadow ban? Now listen very closely because I'm not gonna throw you guys in a circle. The Instagram shadow ban is when you cannot rank on hashtags, so your reach is limited. Okay, say that again. The only thing that the Instagram shadow ban is when your profile cannot rank on a hashtag, so your reach is limited. That's all it is. So now I'm going to really relieve you guys of all the stress you have built up, especially for those of you who are on the shadow ban, okay? Just because you're shadow banned doesn't mean you cannot rank on the explore page. So your account can be shadow banned, and all that means is that you don't rank for hashtags. Now, the reason why I don't think this is that big of a deal is because you don't need hashtags to grow. You do not need hashtags to grow, okay? Hashtags are not where the followers are. That is not where you're going to get an influx of followers. When you're trying to get a lot of followers, those followers are coming from the explore page, okay? Barely any are coming from hashtags. Barely any are coming from hashtags. They're all coming from the explore page. But we still want to avoid the shadow ban, right? Why not rank for hashtags if we can still rank for them? You still get some traffic. So how do we avoid the Instagram shadow ban? I'm going to give you guys the top ways of how you get into them, and the way how you avoid it is to simply not do these things. So the first way to go ahead and get a shadow ban on your account is to spam comments and post links, okay? If you're going around and you're just leaving comment after comment after comment, hey, come check out my page, especially really spammy comments, you are going to get shadow banned. If you post links, immediate shadow ban. Like, you cannot go around posting links. The second way to go ahead and land yourself in an Instagram shadow ban is to do follow and follow. Okay, when you're doing follow and follow, that is the best, quickest way to go ahead and get a shadow ban. The third way to get a shadow ban, use 30 hashtags. If you're using all 30 hashtags, you are going to get shadow banned because it looks like abuse of the feature. The fourth way to get shadow banned, let's say you're not using 30 hashtags, you're using 20, or maybe you're using 15. You're being very low, trying to go very safe way with this. If you don't switch up those hashtags, even if you're only using very few, even if you're only using 10, if you don't switch up those hashtags, you're going to get shadow banned. So make sure you're always switching up the hashtags. Another way that I'm finding that it's very easy to get shadow banned is if you're putting the hashtags in the comment section. Okay, so for those of you who are shadow banned and you're leaving your hashtags in the comment, move them to the caption and you'll probably immediately be taken off the shadow ban. So that is how you get into a shadow ban. So to avoid it, don't do those things. When you go ahead and you ask people, they're going to give you a whole thing about, how to quickly get out of it. They're going to say, don't post for like 2 days, or log out of your account and don't do anything for 2 days. Guys, that's probably one of the worst things you can do. The only thing you need to do is stop using spammy tactics and just grow the way Instagram wants you to grow, in a nice organic way, by ranking on the explore page, ranking for hashtags, stuff like that, okay? Not posting for 2 days is only going to harm your account. Okay, when you stop posting, your reach starts going down, especially on a viral page. A little bit different for personal brands, but on a viral page, you want to be posting every day, okay, at least once a day. So when you stop and you don't do anything for 2 days, well, you're now deemed as kind of like inactive. You're kind of like an inactive account. Like, you didn't post for 2 days. You don't take your Instagram that serious, and that's going to harm your account more than anything. Will it get you out? I don't know, because I've never done that. Most people who I see do it, half of them say it gets them out, the other half say it doesn't. I think the main reason why, if you don't post for 2 days and you get out, is because since you weren't doing anything for 2 days. It's not that you didn't post for 2 days, it's the fact that you didn't touch your account for 2 days, so you couldn't follow and follow, you couldn't like pictures, you couldn't comment pictures, you couldn't do any spammy tactics, you couldn't use 30 hashtags, and I think that's the reason why people get out of the shadow ban for a little while when they stop posting, but then they go right back in because they start using those spammy tactics again. So the quick fix to fixing an Instagram shadow ban is to simply stop using spammy tactics, and you can avoid it entirely just by doing that. Also, one tactic that isn't spammy that does get you in there is just simply, again, putting the hashtags in the comment. I don't view that as spammy, but Instagram does, because most people who put their hashtags in the comment use an absurd amount of hashtags, so they kind of like crack down on it. So if you're in an Instagram shadow ban, how long is it going to take you to get out? Well, if it's something as simple as moving your comments to a caption, you'll get out immediately. But if something like follow unfollow and you've been running bots and stuff and doing schedule apps for a really long time, it might take a little bit longer. What I've seen with some of my accounts that were shadow banned, some of them took a month to get out, some of them got out immediately. Some people report that, you know, they don't get out of a shadow ban for 6 months. Honestly, if you just stop doing spammy tactics and you make sure you're doing everything right, then I would say it's safe to say you could get out of the shadow ban within 1 week to 1 month. That's what I've seen for myself. Now, if all that stuff doesn't work, then what possibly might happen is your IP is on a blacklist. So if you have tons of accounts that you created and all these accounts are going ahead and they're on bots and they're doing spammy tactics and you got 10 accounts going and doing follow unfollow, your IP address itself may have been blacklisted. So any account that you create under that IP address is automatically shadow banned. It's super hard for you to grow and you really can't do anything. So in that case, you're probably gonna need to set up proxies or a VPN or something like that. So guys, I hope this video was easy for you to understand. I hope you guys now know what a shadow ban is, know how to avoid it, and know how to get out of it, and you guys start growing your accounts correctly. If you guys want to see my other videos, I did a Gary V $1.80 review. I'll leave that in the description. I'll leave DM group videos in the description. You guys can check out all those videos. I also have an advanced Instagram training that you guys can take. I'll also leave that linked below. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this video. Leave it in the comments. If I've ever helped you in some way, helped your Instagram game in some way, let me know. I want to see how many people are actually benefiting from these videos to see if it's still worth making these Instagram videos. So with all that said, guys, hope you guys all have a great day. Hope you guys are crushing your Instagram, and I'll see you all in the next video.